Good morning, children. Your term 1 exam is over. That was your half yearly exam. And now you will read for your annual exam. That is term 2. And in term 2, the very first lesson which you have to read is properties of water. Means in this lesson you have to read about the different properties of water. And we all know there are three states of water, that is solid, liquid and gas. In solid water form is ice. Liquid water form is what we drink. And in gaseous form of water is water vapor. Here you see it is written in your book, on a hot summer day, when you go back home from school, your mother may give you cool Nimbu Pani to drink. Although you are not coming to school, but you just remember of previous year. When you go back home from your school, what your mother used to give? Nimbu Pani means the water was mixed with the lemon juice. This is very refreshing drink. It refreshes us. Do you know how it is prepared? So, today this is your activity at home. At home you will prepare Nimbu Pani. And how you will prepare Nimbu Pani? First, take water in a glass tumbler. In a glass tumbler. Tumbler means glass, शीशे का glass. Add 1 teaspoon of sugar in it. Sugar you must be knowing. You just add 1 teaspoon of sugar in a glass of water. Stir this mixture, mix it with a spoon. Then what do you observe? Can you see sugar? No. The sugar disappears in water. You cannot separate. After mixing sugar into water, you cannot separate it once again because it has been dissolved in water. Add some lemon juice. Now lemon you must be having at home. Add some lemon juice and a pinch of salt. A very small amount of salt. Add it to the above mixture and then again mix it. Stir. The lemon juice and salt also disappear in the water. What you can observe? You cannot segregate lemon juice from water. You cannot segregate sugar from water. You cannot segregate salt from water. Means these all have been dissolved in water. What we can tell? Lemon juice, sugar and salt are soluble substances. They dissolve in water. That's why these substances we can tell soluble substances. When a substance completely mixes in water such that its particles are not visible, like in the above activity if you do, you must be noticing that sugar is also not visible, lemon juice is also not visible, as well as salt is also not visible. They all have dissolved in water. So they are called soluble substances. What are soluble substances? A substance which dissolves in water is said to be soluble in it. Thus, sugar, salt and lemon juice are all soluble in water. Now we will see about the solute and solvent. Then we will read about solution. These three words you have to read in this lesson very carefully. Solute. Solute is the substance which we mix in water. Solvent. Water is solvent, the liquid in which we mix the substances. And solution is the mixture of solute and solvent. Here you see it is written, when a substance dissolves completely in any medium, we get a solution. Like in the above activity which we have, I told you to do it at home. Sugar, lemon juice, salt, they all dissolved in water, and that water is now solution. Thus, by mixing sugar in water, we get a solution of sugar in water. The substance that gets dissolved in a medium to form a solution is called a solute. What is solute? The substance that gets dissolved in a medium to form a solution is called a solute. Like in above mixture, what we dissolve in the medium is water. Water is that medium is known as solvent. Suppose we mix sugar in milk, then sugar will be solute, milk will be solvent, and after mixing, that solution will be prepared. So in the above mixture, in the above solution, sugar was solute, then salt was also solute, and water was the medium, that is solvent. What is solvent? The medium in which the substance is dissolved is called a solvent. Means the substance that gets dissolved in a medium to form a solution is called a solute, and the medium in which the substance is dissolved is called a solvent. In the previous activity, water is the solvent, whereas sugar, salt and lemon juice are all solutes. And that refreshing Nimbu Pani, that drink is a solution. So after performing this activity, as I told you, you take 1 glass of water, you add 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 pinch of salt and lemon juice, and then you just stir it, mix it. So after mixing, what you will get? You will see that sugar, salt and lemon juice all were completely dissolved in water. Water is solvent. These substances are solute, and the mixture of water, sugar, salt and lemon juice, they are called solution. So we can say that solute is the substance which we mix in any medium, and medium is the liquid in which we put solute. That medium is known as solvent, and the mixture of solute and solvent is known as solution. Now we will see insoluble substances. Insoluble substances means substances that are insoluble in water, that do not get dissolved in water. There are many materials that do not get dissolved in water in the way sugar, salt and lemon juice do. And such substances are said to be insoluble in water. And here again one activity is given in your book. You just see. Take some water in a glass beaker or tumbler. Add some sand to it. Sand, you can find it anywhere outside your home. You add some sand in water and stir thoroughly. Means mix. You mix up it thoroughly. Then add some tiny pebbles, stone particles. You put in the same container and then stir again. What do you observe? You can see sand and pebbles do not disappear in water. Means they are still visible. They do not get dissolved in water. So what we can say? Sand and pebbles are insoluble substances. They are seen clearly in water as separate entities. This shows that sand and pebbles do not dissolve in water, and they are therefore said to be insoluble in water. We have observed earlier that lemon juice get dissolved in water. In that solution, in that mixture, we have seen that sugar, salt and lemon juice, they get dissolved in water. Now the question is, do all liquids get dissolved in water? Let us check this by performing the following activity. This lesson is full of activities. Here again one activity is given. This time we have to find out what? Whether all the liquids are soluble in water or insoluble. Take 2 glass tumblers. Again we have to take 2 glass tumblers. Fill them half with water. Both the glass tumblers, you fill them with half water. Add a few drops of ink in one tumbler. In one tumbler, in one glass, you add a few drops of ink. And in other tumbler, you add some mustard oil. Mustard oil, easily you can get it from your mom's kitchen. Then stir both the mixture. You mix it. Then what do you observe? You can see that the ink dissolves in water, whereas mustard oil does not dissolve. It floats on the top of the water. So what does it indicate? It indicates that ink is soluble in water, whereas mustard oil is insoluble in water. It is not only solids and liquids that may or may not get dissolved in water. We find that some gases, water is in 3 forms, solid, liquid and gas. There are other gases also, and we can find that some gases are soluble in water while others are not soluble. They are not soluble in water. Gases like carbon dioxide and oxygen, these gases dissolve in water in small amounts. Aquatic animals use this dissolved oxygen for breathing. We all know animals need oxygen gas. Aquatic animals, which type of animals are known as aquatic animals? The animals which live in water. So these aquatic animals use this dissolved oxygen for breathing. Nitrogen gas on the other hand is insoluble in water. Means nitrogen gas cannot be soluble in water. It doesn't get dissolved in water. Now we will see another activities. They are floating and sinking. Float means which float at the top of the water, and sink means which sits down at the down of the water. The materials which do not dissolve in water either float on its surface at the top or sink to the bottom of the container. That is only floating and sinking. Again we can do this activity. Let us perform the following activities to understand this. Take 2 glass beakers. Again we have to take 2 glass beakers. Fill them half with water. Again you fill those glass beakers with half water. Put some coins in one beaker. Coins you must be knowing. You put some coins in one beaker and some cork pieces, thermocol pieces or cork pieces you put in another. Then again stir both thoroughly, mix it thoroughly. What you can observe? You can observe that coins and cork pieces are both insoluble in water. Means coins also do not get dissolved in water and cork pieces also. But the difference is that coins sink to the bottom of the beaker while cork pieces float on the surface. That is only floating and sinking. Another activity is given. Take 2 test tubes and fill them half with water. Again, test tube you can take it. Fill them with half water. Mix mustard oil in one test tube and carbon tetrachloride in the other. In one test tube, you can mix mustard oil and in another carbon tetrachloride. Then what you will observe? Again you see both mustard oil and carbon tetrachloride are insoluble in water. Means they do not get dissolved in water and form separate layers. Mustard oil is seen to form a layer above water. We say that it floats on water. Carbon tetrachloride on the other hand forms a layer below water. Then what we can say? We can say that carbon tetrachloride sinks in water. So understood what is floating and sinking? So here we observe that some materials sink in water and some materials float on its surface. Sink means dubna, float means tairna. Sand, coins, pebbles, carbon tetrachloride, iron nails, marbles are some materials which sink in water. Whereas cork, butter paper, thermocol, sawdust, hair oil, mustard oil, these are some materials which float on the surface of water. A given material may sink in water or float on it. It depends on what? It depends on its nature and type. And in another classes you can read it about this in detail. So children, in this lesson various activities we have seen. The activity of that salt, sugar, water and lemon juice is your homework to do it, and then you can take that refreshing drink. Here floating and sinking also you can do it. Here also coins and cork pieces, this activity. Then again here 2 glass tumblers, mustard oil activity we have seen. That also mustard oil and ink. Here sugar, salt and lemon juices, sand and tiny pebbles, and then soluble substances, sugar, salt and lemon juices. So these are your today's homework. Any of the activity you can do it, but I am telling you to do that lemon juice activity because it is a refreshing drink also and you can have it. So that's all for today. Goodbye and thank you.